Hello, Mish here, a certified MBTI practitioner. Today I'm going to talk to you about the ESFJ type. The ESFJ type is known as our supportive contributor. So you have extroversion, sensing, feeling, and judging. So I'm going to tell you about an ESFJ at their best, characteristics of an ESFJ, how others may see you, and your potential areas for growth and development. So let's get into it. So an ESFJ at their best, they love people, they love to organize people. So because they do have the sensing and the judging there, they do love systems and organizing things and structures, but specifically when it comes to people. They're very conscious and loyal, and they'll follow through with even really small things. So this might be someone who you said one small thing about your dog a month ago, and they'll make sure that they follow up and check in on how your dog is, for example. They really value security and stability, and they really love to celebrate traditions and bring people together. So these are the people that you can rely on to plan your surprise party, your 30th, your 40th, your 50th. They're very sociable and outgoing. Being as feeling is their most developed function, and they're an extrovert. These are your kind of social butterflies, if you will. So characteristics of an ESFJ is they're very warm, sympathetic, helpful, passionate, cooperative, and very tactful. So they're really great at having difficult conversations. They're very radiant and warm and have really radiant energy. And they're encouraged by approval, and then on the flip side, they can be very hurt by indifference. So they really want to be liked as well, okay? It's very important to them. They base all their decisions and experiences on facts, and they adapt well to routine, even if it isn't conventional. So they're fine with abstract outside of the box structure, but they still like structure. And they really enjoy their possessions and take very good care of them. So if they splurge on a bag or a car, you're going to see them taking very good care of those possessions. They can be very practical, realistic, and down to earth, decisive, thorough, and consistent. They're very sensitive to the needs of others and the environment around them. And a lot of their pleasure and how they fill their emotional bank account is to see people happy around them, that they've made their day, that they've helped them out, that they've developed them, that they've supported them in some way. That really fills an ESFJ up. So how others may view you, you're very energized with interactions and when you're being around people and genuinely interacting with people. These people are extremely invested in your life and know things that are going on. It's easy to open up to them. They are great in structured situations and enjoy creating order within teams and projects, but they do prefer to do things in a traditional accepted way. So while they will think outside the box, they won't go from 0 to 60. You'll see them go from maybe 0 to 30. It has to still be acceptable and traditional in their sense, in their world. They really value family and social ties, and they're really great at celebrating traditions. You'll see them as sociable, outgoing, super enthusiastic, organized and orderly, and then also they're very committed to preserving traditions. Now, potential areas for growth for an ESFJ is that because you have feeling as your most developed function, you have to be careful that you don't make decisions too quickly based just on people's feelings and emotions and pleasing everyone around you. So something that you can face quite often is that you'll make decisions just based on harmony to make sure everyone gets along or that everyone's happy, when that might not actually be the right decision. So you need to make sure that you collect the right information to make the decisions that you need, and it's not just based on feelings. You also have to be careful about feeling too much worry and guilt, because maybe you had to make a decision and you knew that you made someone unhappy, and that will just play over and over and over in your head. Because again, you get filled up by making sure people are happy and satisfied. So if you're ever not able to do that, you will feel very guilty and you'll feel very worried, and you'll wear that on your shoulders. You can become a little bit controlling and pushy when it comes to harmony because that's so important to you. And you can become overly sensitive when things don't go your way and everyone isn't happy. Again, because you wear that, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier for you. You need to know how to release. When you're feeling extra stressed out, you can let your negative thoughts overwhelm you, which can cause you to shut down slightly. And your negative thoughts and opinions can really trouble you and kind of stop you from being able to move forward. You also need to make sure that because you don't have that perceiving the big picture element in your MBTI type, that you can be a little bit narrow-minded when you're making those decisions, because you're making them for now, you're making them and planning them out, and might not be able to see the bigger picture view of what's happening. So you can kind of stay in that box a little bit too much. So for an ESFJ, it's really great to know how to release your emotions and the emotions of others so that you can move forward, and making sure that you're able to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. And the impact that the decisions that you're making have longer term on both people and the logical sense. So that is an ESFJ. I hope this video helped you understand your type a little bit more, and we'll see you soon. Bye.